Hello.
With Mike.
That's me.
And
Hello.
Forza 5, the driving simulator.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're holding the pad, Andy. Are you going to show us how it's done?
Or pass it to you.
All right,
like
good.
this. I'll take the iPad.
All right, you can do that.
For the comments.
How was Call of Duty?
It was good, actually. Yeah.
Excellent.
I was getting into it towards the end. That marksman rifle I'm all about that.
I must admit that round ended a little earlier than I expected, so I was a little late onto the thing.
Well, it ended because I wasn't very good.
Oh,
but, well. So, Forza, you're a big fan of this series.
I certainly am, yeah. It's been really, really good. Like, ever since the sort of original Xbox, Microsoft decided to take on Gran Turismo, and this is what they came up with, which is pretty good. New version's kind of slightly down on content in comparison to Forza 4, so slightly fewer cars.
Is it sort of like what they did with GT Prologue for PlayStation?
I wouldn't say it's as stripped back as that, because that was like sort of, only 10 or 15 cars. But
there's hundreds of cars.
There's 200 cars, which is apparently as many as there were in Forza 2 back on the 360. So it's a generous amount of cars, but obviously if you're used to your favourites from Forza 4, they might not necessarily be in there, essentially. Again, a few of the tracks missing. The big track that is missing is the Nürburgring. It's both literally and figuratively large.
Yeah.
The 14-mile one, I guess because they couldn't go and do it justice. Like it's a very large track and must take quite a while to sort out. So
is that the one that's just a big?
Yeah, it's like
oval?
40. Well, no, it's sort of a 14-mile blast through like the German
there's a really long
countryside.
straight.
Yeah, there's an extremely long straight. Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame that's missing. I would have thought they'd be working on making that happen fairly soon, because it's a really important part of sort of racing games.
Yeah. Ever
since it sort of appeared in Gran Turismo 4. So
we've got
Dunsfold, which might not sound like much, but it's actually the Top Gear track.
The test track.
So, yeah.
Right. Okay.
So we've got this lady talking to us.
This is Mrs. Forza.
Yeah, I believe we're on Jane's profile at the moment, but I'll do one of this. This is one of the early career races, so I will sort this out for Jane. She's been doing a lot of earning achievements on my account, and I'll do that. And then we'll jump into my account and we'll.
That looks like Selfridges in Manchester.
Yeah, it's pretty swank. This place is actually like a man-made island. So
what, just for racing?
Yeah, they built this entire sort of structure around this sort of man-made island. Built the marina around it so all the rich guys can park their yachts. Do you park a yacht?
Yeah,
Moor
sure.
a yacht? Is that
just
what it is?
Pull it up. Drift a yacht into.
So the start of the game has these kind of tutorial bits where you have to work your way through a few races before you're given the sort of career as a whole. So we have to listen to this lady talking.
Someone says, cars, I wonder why Mike came back.
Yeah, I know. I almost missed it. I almost missed my opportunity to do cars.
Someone says that you and I are wearing the same jeans. I don't think we are.
No, definitely not.
Slightly different.
Definitely not
Slightly
the same
different
jeans. Didn't raid your wardrobe.
This was all supplied by Wardrobe.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. We don't have wardrobe or makeup, which is my excuse.
All right, Anderson says, like the Doctor, Mike means business when the glasses are on.
Yeah, I know, right. It's more that I would not be able to see the screen otherwise. I sit at home, I tend to sit with my face pressed up against the TV, but...
yeah, you can see the smears.
Yeah, exactly.
But so what are you driving here? It's a BMW?
Yeah, it's a BMW M1, which is like a sort of... It's obviously not a hot hatch because it's not a hatchback, but it's a... I'm getting prison rules over here by M. Weber.
I've heard of him.
It's he's
I'm impressed. I know a racing driver's name.
But yeah, that is impressive.
Yeah.
Do you know which team he drives for?
Cars Unlimited.
Right, that is the one.
Yeah.
2 out of 2. So BMW M1 is a sort of sporty. The M series cars, also the M badged cars, are BMW's like motorsport brand.
Is that
ones.
Scarlett Johansson?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
it is. It's actually Stephanie Johansson, I think.
Right. I was going to say she's doing well.
She's doing pretty well, yeah. Like multi-talented.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like BMW M3 you will have heard of. It's like the fastest sort of 3 series, and this is a 1 series.
So does that mean it's the best one, and the 3 is the third best?
They don't rank them like that, no. Yeah. In fact, they would probably like to say all their cars are equally brilliant.
But that's not true, is it? Because 1 is better than 3.
Well, yeah, you could put this to BMW and see what they say.
Okay, I will. If anyone
but this
BMW
is a great car,
watching,
apparently.
Do let us know.
It is one of the best cars they make. So, so how am I doing? Well, not too bad. Let's see if we can chuck this at this side.
Ben Borthwick says, I wonder if anyone remembers Andy's New Year resolution to play more Forza Horizon. Thanks for bringing that up.
Did you remember it?
I didn't, no.
Wow.
Oh God, I forgot I've got to do that.
Ben is like our sort of
got-
encyclopedic font of all knowledge
Yeah.
about outside exports, even the stuff we've forgotten. It's like George R.R. Martin for Game of Thrones has like a bunch of fans to tell him whether he's about to make a terrible
I
mistake.
knew Ben would remember that. So I've got a month and 8 days to play Forza Horizon.
It's a good game. Have you got a copy of it?
I have got a copy of it. I should really...
I suspect you're going to be somewhat distracted by the Xbox One. Just a hunch. This shiny new console that's in the in your living room.
Someone wants to show off one of the low-end cars in the Forza Vista mode later on.
Cool, yeah, we can
can do
totally
that.
do that. We can have a poke around. Forza Vista now applies to like all the cars in the game, so they've all been lavished with the same amount of attention, and it looks great. I mean, ridiculously, you can see the individual flecks in the metallic paint, which
Right.
is that's a
pretty-
level of detail I don't know if I need, but it's welcome nonetheless.
Yeah, definitely. So how are you doing? I was reading.
I came third, which is not
It's
great.
respectable.
Really. It's
I
kind of
mean,
lame.
Although you don't want to. I mean, this is contributing to Jane's Drivatars.
Right, exactly. So it makes her look really bad.
So explain the Drivatar system.
So basically,
if people don't know what that is.
what happens is as you go through these tutorial things, it will kind of take data from how you drive. In this case, I've got a fairly bent up BMW with on-brand Xbox One branding.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And I've scuffed it up a bit. So it would have measured the fact that I kind of was getting a bit sort of physical with the other cars, and not in that way. And,
Wouldn't put it past you,
yeah,
to be honest.
I do love cars.
Yeah.
And you know, braking late or braking early. So here we go.
For other players throughout the world.
So there you go. Like it's kind of measured all my data, and you will see Jane driving around in Forza as you do free races and things, and it should drive in a similar fashion. And the more you play it, the better a sort of version of you it
Yeah,
gets hold
so
of.
it gets more and more accurate. And then when you die, it will just carry on racing forever.
Exactly,
in your
like
memory.
a
You'll live on forever
testament
in
to
your
your brilliance. Right, let's see if I can sign out and sign in as myself. Is that possible?
Yeah, it should be possible.
Yeah, let's sign in
There
as
you go,
me
sign in as Mike.
and head back into Forza. It might get cross with me. Continue. Does it know that?
Probably going to get across with you.
Well, I'm leaving Yasmarina South.
All right, well,
that's for
The
sure.
next event takes place on the steep
This is still
incline
Jane, I
Mount
think, probably.
Panorama Circuit
But-
in New South
I think
Wales,
if you go to the
Australia.
title screen, you can swap out maybe.
Okay,
But-
let's exit to the title
I've heard
screen.
of Bathurst as well. I've heard of that.
Probably because I bang on about how it's the best circuit in the world ever. But yeah, it's Bathurst is in Australia. It's pretty cool. But we'll come to that a bit later on, I think, actually, because it is great,
Yeah.
but very, very very to drive.
Right. Let's see what's
So any
happening in the
requests for particular
comments.
cars or tracks, do let us know, and we'll
We'll
crash our way around them.
We will endeavour to do it. Someone wants to see the Top Gear test track.
Can do. All right.
Green Day Tom asks, what is your dream car, Mike?
What is my dream car?
Several assists are turned on by default.
I
You
would
can earn higher
like
payouts
to.
by disabling them, but this will make it
I
harder
think
to
my dream car
control
is like a
your car.
Ferrari Testarossa, and that probably dates me, carbon dates me, as a sort of child of the 80s. But when I was a kid, the Ferrari Testarossa was like the fast car.
Is that the coolest car?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I still kind of like that 80s vibe. That guy Kavinsky, who did the Drive soundtrack, razzes around in
Oh,
a
yeah.
Ferrari Testarossa, and
course he
he's
does.
pretty much the coolest guy on the planet. So yeah, I think let's quit out of this and get to the main menu. So yeah, probably the Ferrari Testarossa. I'd love an actual racing car though. Oh yeah, continue. Is that fine? Ooh.
Oh, what that was.
Oh, my controller's apparently. Oh, it's,
from
I
the
think I've
States.
confused the
You've
sign.
really confused it, I think, by signing.
I
Yeah,
want
there
to
you go.
sign in as me, please. Thanks. Let's play with the controller. I've really killed.
Yeah, you've
I've killed the
confused the hell out
Xbox.
of
Let's
this.
get
Sign her
back.
out. Sign her out.
What have I done? Sorry, everyone. I am terrible at this racing game. No, don't sign
No.
in. Leave me alone.
I had to get the achievements on your own. didn't you?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, we'll go in as. Right, maybe we will be allowed to sign out of Jane and sign into me now. Actually, I don't think we need to. We don't need to. It's
No,
fine.
don't sign out. It's
Let's
fine.
go
Just
let's go to the title screen and do some free play.
Yeah.
Makes
In
things much
free
easier.
play, you can
Don't show this
set
message
rules
again.
according to the way you
Forza
want
lady,
to
leave me
race.
alone.
It's going to show you at least
Stop
once.
haunting me.
Trend for some split-screen racing.
Someone asks why it's not all three of us on the sofa at the same time. I'm sure it will be shortly. We're just taking some breaks here and there.
Yeah, we can't coexist in the same environment. It's because we all secretly despise each other, right?
Secretly.
We have to edit around
Of course.
the fights. So, okay, someone was after the Top Gear test track, right?
Yeah, so you want to race that?
Yes.
Someone,
There's the Top Gear logo.
my dream car, if anyone's wondering, is the Batmobile.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm
it's got
down
gadgets
with that.
and stuff.
Which Batmobile, though? This is the question.
Can I have all of them? I quite like the
That's
old,
a bit greedy.
the old Adam West one. It's got fire. It comes out the back.
Yeah, it's
Borrow
cool.
this car for free.
Okay, so
Won't
this is
hurt
one thing
you
not a lot of
if
people
you
realise
keep
about
driving
Forza,
it.
which is you can actually rent a car.
Yeah.
You don't only get XP,
Right.
but it means you get to play with some of the more exotic machinery.
Okay, cool.
So even if you haven't unlocked it in the career mode,
Are there any lowriders?
there are no low riders. There's a
Okay.
Mini,
There is a Mini.
if you fancy a Mini.
Look at that.
Can you take a look at the
My
Mini?
sister has one of those.
I'm trying to think of what's the closest to the reasonably priced car.
What is the reasonably priced car?
It's a well, it's changed, hasn't it,
Borrow this
recently?
car
But
for
don't
show it
that
again.
message
Won't
again.
earn credits
Um,
or level up
It's
while
changed, but
driving.
it's a sort of front-wheel drive. It used to be a Kia Ceed, so let's go for a Ford Fiesta.
Yeah, that seems reasonably priced.
That'll be pretty similar, I reckon.
All right.
Okay, let's go for that. Let's go for
Let's do
racing
it. Yeah.
this runabout.
Okay.
Someone likes the Tumbler.
Yeah.
That's their favourite Batmobile. My favourite Batmobile is the one from the Michael Keaton, the first one.
That was pretty good. I like how it could have the armour around it.
Yeah, I just like the really long sort of. It's like looks like a really long bonnet with a
Yeah,
jet
right.
turbine in the front.
Okay. Someone says that they did a lot of work with the tyre simulation. The tyres bend and slide properly. apparently.
Yeah, tyre deflection, which is obviously you have the bottom of the tyre, which is the contact patch, and then the sidewall that goes up to the rim.
Yeah.
That actually shifts as you corner and things.
That is a lot of detail.
Yeah, and that's all
Do you
in
notice
here.
the difference? Is that? I mean,
You
was
can
it
see it
worth
on
their while
replays
doing
and
that?
stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I think on faster cars, as you sort of push the physics engine to the limit, you get to see that sort of thing.
I mean, what else can they do now? Is there stuff that they still haven't simulated that?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure they're always like getting a better understanding of how cars work and things. What I find interesting about racing games is that so many of them claim to have, a definitive sort of physics engine, and they all handle slightly differently. And I
Yeah.
can't work out who's right and who's wrong. But Forza certainly feels pretty good to me. So look at all these muscle cars.
Yeah.
We're just going to
You're
go
not
around the
gonna-
inside there.
Yeah, just
Thank you.
trading paint.
And what paint? Look at that.
Yeah.
That bright green thing, bright turquoise thing.
So you've got an orange car, and there's
Yeah.
going to be green on it now. This is going to be the
It's going to
grossest
be horrible. Yeah,
looking car.
they do not complement each other particularly well.
They
Maybe
do.
they do. What is the complementary colour for green?
That's probably. I don't
Is
know.
it pink or something?
Yeah, probably. So, do you know what a good lap time is then from this? Because they do it on the TV show, right?
I think they. Is it not like around the sort of 145 to 150? Is like.
If anyone can tell us in the comments what a good lap
Yeah,
time
good
is
Top
for
Gear lap time.
the Top Gear reasonably priced car,
Guarantee I won't be able to get anywhere.
we'll see
near.
how close Mike gets to it.
Look at this bright pink muscle car. So obviously with Forza you can paint the cars up however you like. And what's really cool is that I never would have thought this would be the case, but there's a Formula 1 car in the game from this year.
Yeah.
It's a 2013 Lotus E21 or whatever it's called.
Okay.
And you can paint it. You can scrub off all those nice sponsors that have paid lots of money
Oh wow.
to put their name on the car, and you can write your name on the car if you like, or put flowers on it or whatever you like.
There are like paint jobs you can download.
Yeah,
from
exactly.
the
Yeah,
cloud.
so it kind of when you're buying a car, it kind of gives you a load of suggested paint jobs and stuff, and there will be a big community of sort of painters and artists and involved in Forza 5 like there was in Forza 4. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Someone says, Mike, are you on automatic or manual, like a psychopath? That's Intrude.
I am on automatic actually, and that's because I can play with manual gears, but I only like to play it when I'm playing on a steering wheel. It's really weird sort of affectation. I can't get my head around the gears when they're on a controller and I'm pressing buttons. But if they're like a gear stick or a paddle shift on a proper steering wheel peripheral, I actually really wanted to get in the steering wheel for this game, but unfortunately it's not quite ready yet.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them out. There's a Thrustmaster one and also a Mad Catz one. Mad Catz, the guys who are making the fight sticks for
Yes,
Killer
for
Instinct as well.
Yeah.
And they're making a steering wheel which looks really, really cool. From what they did a sort of video with Microsoft, and there was some chat about it being kind of modular, so maybe you could add sort of shift lights or like, you know,
Wow,
add a
okay.
clutch pedal and things like that. So it sounds like they're doing some really interesting things. It looks really sturdy as well, so that's cool.
There's a question here from Gorilla Din. It's for me, but I think you should answer it as well. If you could be best friends with any car, where would you drive to first?
If I could be best friends with a car,
Yeah,
where would
where
I
would you drive
drive
to?
Where would a car like to go? I'd like to drive somewhere where my best friend that is a car would like to go.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably take it to a nice drive-through restaurant,
Yeah, or cinema, like a
Yeah.
drive-in cinema. That would
like a
be quite
diner,
good.
so the car can enjoy it as well.
I
And
would
then
say
maybe-
I'd drive to Le Mans, but like it might get like sort of anxiety.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From all the racing cars.
That'd be like meeting a friend and making them do a marathon.
yeah, or just taking them to a place full of supermodels. Like,
Oh,
and
well,
your
yeah,
friend would be like,
there is
well, I'm good looking, but I'm not that good looking.
Depends how confident your car friend
Depends
is.
what my car
Yeah,
is. If my
that's
car
true.
is a Le Mans racing car, then
Yeah,
maybe it'd be
they'd
fun.
be right at home. But and then maybe to some sweet jumps for later.
Yeah, of course.
Do the Top Gear track with the F12 Berlinetta.
All
Is
right,
that a car?
That is a Ferrari, yeah.
Okay, right.
Ferrari F12 Berlinetta is a very, very exciting Ferrari. So presumably is that a lap time that has happened on Top Gear already? Because if there is a lap time with the
I don't
F12
know.
Berlinetta,
Yeah.
then we could attempt to match it, maybe.
I don't know. Let's have a look. Don't change the view, says Christoph 2K.
Don't change the
Yeah.
view. I was going to change the view so people could
I
take a
know,
good
someone else has said change the view, please.
All right, I will change the view. Sorry, Christoph, but people need to see this beautiful bright orange.
All right. Ms. Fraggle Rock says you need to beat 1 minute 32 seconds, 0.7 in the Ford Fiesta ST.
Oh wow, okay, so there is a time for this one as well.
Apparently, 1 minute 32 seconds.
Oh god, I've really
32.7.
struggled to drive on chase cam.
So as soon as I told you what time you needed to beat, you
Yeah,
were all over the
I
place.
fluffed it.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh, Ben Borthwick says best time 1:45, worst time 1:51. So we're getting conflicting. 1:42 in the Vauxhall, 1:45 or below.
What was my fastest lap?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out when you finish. You're on 3 or 4, so. Top is 1 minute 13.8 in the Pagani Huayra.
Pagani Huayra, yeah.
Okay.
They made a fairly unpronounceable car. Can you imagine going to the dealership? I'd like a Pagani. Sorry,
that-
sir, you having an episode?
Is that so no one can buy one? Making it more
Yeah,
exclusive.
exactly, yeah.
So people are saying like about 1:45 is a good time.
That seems reasonable. This is the problem with the Top Gear test track, is that you've got to start getting cars going the other way.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Why?
because it crosses over. It's like a figure eight.
Oh right.
So,
Wow. Surely not when the celebrities are driving. Like
No.
Steve Coogan isn't going to collide with someone.
Yeah, collide with Ross Noble.
Yeah, coming
Yeah.
the other direction.
Someone tell me what my lap time. I've no idea what my lap time
Yeah,
is.
you'll
If
fit. You're
anyone's
on the
been
last
checking.
lap. You'll be fine.
I'm sorry for winning so tediously. I'm doing a bit of a Sebastian Vettel here and just spanking everyone basically.
Yeah, I've
Not
often
like
said
that.
you're very like Sebastian Vettel.
A lot of people think I look like him. Actually,
Really?
yeah.
I don't know what
he
he
looks
looks
like a
like.
blonde version of me.
Comment if you think Mike looks like Sebastian Vettel.
Please. Oh god, here
Yeah.
we go again. Shouldn't really have mentioned this.
Why is the driver wearing Spider-Man gloves?
I don't know. Let's find out. Are they Spider-Man gloves?
They're just
I
gloves.
think they're like
I mean,
Alpine Stars.
They've got gauntlets.
Look at that.
They're maybe a bit more like Batman gloves.
Maybe do shorter races next time because even I'm getting bored. Look, that car's going the other way. I'm going this way.
So have we seen all the views now?
I think we've seen all the views, guys. You can look to the side. There's a
Someone
plane.
asked if you can change miles to kilometres.
Probably. Usually you can in these racing games. I
Yeah.
suspect so, yeah.
I mean, that seems like something that would be easy to include.
Yeah, they sell these all around the world, so like all the Europeans use kilometres, don't they? And
Did-
some Australians.
Do the pros turn off the racing line?
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
okay.
can turn it off if you want.
No, that's
Maybe.
cool. I'm definitely going to need a racing
My,
line.
my fastest lap was a 1:34. Is that bad?
1:34. No, that's good. We were talking about getting under 1:45.
Nice.
So,
Someone
excellent.
reckons the top time is the Caparo T1 at 1:10. I think they took that time off the board though because it couldn't go over a speed bump. I think that's their rule. Is
Oh,
that
really?
If the car can't go over
Oh,
a
is it
speed
too
bump.
low?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's basically. I was talking about if my car was a Le Mans car. The Caparo T1 is basically like a Le
Yeah.
Mans car.
126th in the world. That's pretty good.
That's not bad. It's probably only 126 X1s in the world, right?
Yeah. John Blanchard asks, how do you feel about the impulse triggers?
Amazing. They're brilliant.
They're good for this, right?
Yeah, genuinely, this is the best sort of use of them. Really, really good. So for people who don't know, when you're accelerating, if you accelerate too hard and the wheels start spinning, you will feel that in the accelerating trigger. And when you're braking, if you're braking too hard and the wheel's locking and sliding across the asphalt, you'll feel that as well. So if you can kind of concentrate slightly on what you're feeling, you'll be so much more plugged into the physics engine. You'll have a much better idea of what the car's doing at any given point, and you'll be faster, I think, essentially. So what do people fancy seeing?
Let's have a look at that Forza Vista.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
we
check
can
it
check
out.
that out.
So I think maybe Forza Vista, I can only look at it in one of my cars. So
Where is it? Paint car.
I feel like it's in my career.
Okay.
So this is sort of it, isn't it? But I can sort of walk around and things.
Someone says Seb's head is a little flatter than
Oh,
yours.
thanks.
Yeah, but a couple
I
of
take that
people
as
are
a
saying
compliment, maybe.
people are saying they see the resemblance.
All right, so this is Forza Vista. So you can pretend you actually own a car with a terrible Xbox One logo on it.
Decal on the front of it.
So actually, you'll notice.
Oh my god, you can explode the car.
Yeah, do you want to
With
explode
X,
the car?
explode it. Oh, that was just what? That was opening the
Yeah,
door.
less exciting than you were hoping, right?
Oh, you mean explode in a boring sense?
Yeah.
Oh.
It looks better on like a Pagani Huayra because all the
it?
bonnet comes up and everything.
They should have a button just to explode it, just to blow it up.
So rather than spending money on an actual car, you can just
Look at it.
sit in it
Yeah.
and press the start button.
It's good. Is that what people like to do that?
That's what it sounds like.
Is it genuine sounds?
Yeah. Let's stop that. You can get back out again. Oh, there we go. You'll notice that it's all carbon fibery. Can you see?
Oh yeah. You can see
A
the
little
pattern.
bit of the carbon fibre.
Yeah, when you get close, you see the pattern.
That's that weird level of detail I was
Oh,
talking about.
those reflections look good.
Yeah, they
They
do.
look really good, actually.
So it used to be the case that you could walk around the car and connect with Connect, right?
Yeah,
Is that something they were doing?
Is that still in there?
No,
Oh, okay.
apparently not. But
That was definitely something they touted beforehand.
Customize the look of your car by changing the wheel
Forza
style,
lady.
rear wing, bumpers,
Okay.
and other body
Um,
parts to create the exact
so I could
style
put some
that
horrible
suits
wheels
you.
on Jane's car. If you
I
want.
think you probably should.
If you find the
yeah.
most disgusting wheels we could possibly find.
Is there such a thing as disgusting wheels in Forza? It
don't
seems a
know.
little classier than that.
These look pretty horrible. Oh, look at that. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's not great.
Oh,
Someone says Ferrari plus.
Ferrari plus. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We've had a couple of requests.
Someone else says Lamborghini plus.
All right. I'm going to put these
Audi TT.
ridiculous wheels on. I'm going to spend some of Jane's money.
Okay, I'm going to let
Oh,
you
no.
choose from Audi TT, Ferrari, and Lamborghini.
Wow. Well, how to choose? I'll probably go for the F. There's a couple of requests for the F12 Berlinetta.
Oh, yeah. That's
Where do
not any of the
people
options
want
I
me
just
to
gave you.
take it? That's the question.
Yeah, if anyone has a suggestion for a track, let me know now in the comments.
We can maybe try a bit of multiplayer a bit later on.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let's go to free play. So, select a car, rent a car.
Is the Forza auction house like Forza 2 again? Because I didn't like the management of it on the previous one.
Forza 2 or Forza 4?
Is it different to the previous one? They didn't like it in the previous one, I
I
think.
think it's tweaked slightly. I haven't had a proper chance to sort of explore it, but I think it has had some changes. So,
Can you
yeah,
have your choice of rubbish on the seats? No.
what, like those travel suites?
Yeah,
like
right.
a tub of those things.
Special feature where you use Connect to tell the salesman you don't need extended warranty.
Nice.
That's
Mats and flaps. Let's go to Laguna Seca. It's fun. It's a fun track.
okay.
And it's actually a track that looks better than it did look at Gamescom. So they have been working hard on this game.
We have had 3 suggestions now, none of which are Laguna Seca.
Mazda
Yeah.
Raceway is Laguna Seca.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So we're safe.
All right, right. Good. I didn't know that. That's the level
did
of
it-
knowledge I don't.
I did it
have.
for you, Havoc Bears.
Yeah.
Honest.
We've got also Silverstone and Bathurst.
Bathurst.
Bathurst is from Peter Thickett,
Who is a person I know.
who's a person
Hello,
I actually
Pete.
know in real life.
Yeah, I've met him. I've seen his face.
All right.
Unlike most people. But yeah, I will do Bathurst in a bit. I might do it in something a bit crazy as well. Right, let's see what assists we've got on at the moment.
This is a realistic simulation.
See, I'm on easy at the moment. I think I should maybe turn it up to hard. What do you reckon?
Yeah, you've
Ready
got
to
abs.
set
You've got
up.
abs on.
The assist menu.
So,
You can
like,
adjust
sweet
the
I've been
abs.
working on
Yeah.
these.
Okay.
depth of this
Cosmetic
simulation.
damage.
Right, let's go for... That's all good. Let's go for hard. Was that right? Did I have the racing line on? I haven't
Suggested line braking only.
No, let's take it off. Let's live dangerous.
You're gonna take. Oh man,
Right.
you're just gonna put yourself out there.
So excuse me, my throat has gone completely. Right, this is the F12 Berlinetta. Very, very expensive piece of machinery that will look distinctly second-hand when I'm finished with it. Should have got friend of the show David Crofton to commentate on this.
Oh yeah,
again.
that'd be good.
I don't think he's associated with this game.
Yeah.
though.
Let's see what people are saying on the Twitters.
So these are all like real people's Drivatars essentially. So you might end up coming up against some of your friends. If your friend's called Bar Na Na, then maybe I'm already racing against them. That sounded bad. I always wonder how they get the sound of like carbon fibre smashing. Do they actually wreck up some cars?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's where most of the budget goes. Smashing up
Smashing up
supercars.
supercars.
Yeah. Someone asked if that's a chainsaw on the floor beside the wall. It is.
A lot of people have been asking that actually. We haven't really mentioned it, but yeah, it was a chainsaw. You brought that along from your own
That's
personal collection
just
of
a
chainsaws?
prop. Just a prop. Chainsaw. Definitely not real. or
Let's
used.
put our personal touch on
for
the
murder.
living room set. So,
Someone thinks Jane needs to go to stabbing camp.
is that a thing?
I don't know.
Did I turned the racing line on rather than off? I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, like fully on.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fully on.
Someone else is suggesting an Aussie V8 at Bathurst. So
Nice, very scary and appropriate as well. Yeah, the Aussie V8s are mad. Basically, we have touring cars here, and they're all like 2 litre, like runabouts.
yeah.
In Australia, they're like V8 muscle cars essentially that
Yeah.
are only sold in Australia. So
All right, so we can do that for you, Matt Healy. The
Yeah.
Aussie V8. That's what we'll try next.
cool, sounds good.
The open wheelers are new to the Forza franchise. Show them if anything.
They are, yeah. We will definitely be in an open wheeler a bit later on. Hang
What does that mean?
on. Open wheelers are like Formula One cars, so cars where there's no covering over the wheels. They're
Okay.
just sort of hanging out there.
This has got the Rush cars in it, right? It's got Niki Lauda and
Right.
James Hunt's cars.
So I was going to play with maybe one of those if people want to see. Do people want to see the classic
Yeah.
F1 cars from 1976?
Let us know if you want to see Niki Lauda's Ferrari.
Correct.
Yes.
You did watch that film.
I
didn't
did,
you?
yeah.
And what was James Hunt driving?
McLaren.
Yes.
Yes.
You're trying really hard.
I am
appreciate
trying
this.
so hard. I was paying attention to that movie.
It's a good movie.
It was a good movie.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. I was very pleased at E3 when they announced that the cars were going to be in there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So.
All right.
There's also IndyCar, which is it's a moderately popular American racing series, but there's been some really good racing this year in IndyCar, so it's great that those cars are in there. It's a shame there's only 4 of them in there at the moment, but obviously what we're expecting is that people will paint up the rest of the IndyCar field, and you'll get multiplayer races where you're racing against the full IndyCar field
Yeah.
almost. So.
Oh, that'd be cool. Someone says trivia, Mount Panorama, Bathurst, is a public road you can drive around on race days.
That's awesome. Other trivia, the race is often interrupted by kangaroos jumping onto the track.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
and a
God.
car had to retire this year because a kangaroo jumped in front of it and smashed up the front.
Oh, was the kangaroo all right?
Probably not, I'm
no.
going to say.
That's awful. Can they
Yeah,
not put a
it's
fence
true.
up or something?
There
I
are
guess they
fences
can
and
jump
things,
over
but they find a way.
Wow.
Kangaroos always find a way.
That's tragic.
Kangaroos versus chimps, is that a thing?
Someone wants to see me race. You don't want to see me race.
Yeah, I do. Let's
I
turn
can-
all the driving aids on and
All right.
see if you can win a race. Maybe.
Someone's disappointed they took out Maple Valley. The original's disappointed
Yeah,
because that was his
so-
favourite track.
Eurogamer's Martin Robinson is a big fan of Maple Valerie. Maple Valerie.
Leave her out of this.
Yeah, that's the name of the Forza lady. Maple Valley, he's a big fan of that because it's got some nice like camber changes, and you can kind of
I don't know what that means.
it moves the road like changing the sort of tilt of the road,
Good.
which affects the handling.
Okay.
And good for like doing power slides around and stuff. So
Yeah.
Eurogamer's Martin Robinson, who reviewed this game for Eurogamer, was sad to see Maple Valley out. I'm more sad about the Nürburgring, I must admit. But Maple Valley's great as well.
Pete Thickett wants to see you do the Dipper all in
The Dipper.
caps. I don't know what that means.
That's
Yeah.
a reference to Bathurst. There's a great video
Okay.
online of NASCAR commentator coming over to Bathurst and getting a passenger ride. And none of the corners at Bathurst are called the Dipper. But he's screaming away hilariously.
Okay.
And he's at one point he's just like, "Oh my God, the Dipper! The Dipper!" And it's just really funny.
He's just making it up.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
How am I getting on in this Berlinetta? I'm spending a fair amount of the time off the road. I'm also dreadful at the last corner at Laguna Seca. I pretty much always go off it.
Okay. Is the head tracking any good? We haven't really tried it, have we?
No, it does exist. I heard rumours that it wasn't in there. It is in there. I never found it particularly good in Forza on the 360 with Kinect, but I suspect new Kinect is better. It's a better piece of technology, and I suspect the head tracking works a bit better. But it's not something I've ever really used. You get a pretty good field of view in this game. You can kind of see the apexes coming up and yeah, I've never really got on with it. So. This is that dreaded last corner.
Oh, okay. Let's see how you go. Just you're all over the place.
I know, right? Seeing a little bit of squirming on the brakes.
That's dreadful.
It's fine. I've got so much power in this car.
What are you in? Oh, Ferrari.
Ferrari F12 Berlinetta, as requested by someone.
That's nice.
Right, so should we turn the driving aids on? You can give it a go.
Yeah, all right.
Where would you like to drive?
What did we say we were doing? Bathurst, or do you want to do that?
I'll do Bathurst because
Okay.
it's rather demanding. But
Okay,
we'll find you. Someone else wanted Silverstone, right?
Someone did want Silverstone, so I can race Silverstone.
Yeah, let's give that a whirl. Look at those shiny wheels. Right, let's continue.
Try some drifting for style points. Not going to happen with me, I'm afraid. Okay.
I'm interested to see how you get on because obviously part of the Forza thing is that it's supposed to be accessible for everyone.
Can I do burnout style takedowns?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's right.
What would you like to drive?
I don't know, just pick me something nice.
How about a Shelby GT500
Sure.
Mustang?
Why not?
And the track we are going to go to is... Should we do the full Silverstone or should we do a smaller version?
Yeah, if we do a smaller one for beginners.
Okay,
James Drivatars is going to be all over the place.
Yeah, it really is. Let's do the national circuit. That's
Okay.
pretty good. I like the old national circuit at Silverstone. Game options. Can we set the assists in there? No. It's fine. We do it when we get into the race.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, the open wheel thing's really, really good. I mean, the Formula 1 car is unreal. I got to play it at a preview event where they had a cheeky code that would unlock all the cars.
Oh, nice.
So I got to have a really good go with the F1 car around Spa, which is one of the new circuits.
What, the supermarket?
No, not the supermarket.
Okay.
Spa-Francorchamps, the racing circuit that the F1 cars go to, and it's just fantastic. It's really, really good fun to drive. Someone's angry about no Nürburgring.
A lot of people are angry about no.
I understand. I
Nürburgring.
feel you, bros and ladies.
That's madness, says
Sissies.
Alan Mills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone asked when we're playing Zumba. We're not.
We're not playing.
We didn't have time for all the launch lineup, so we felt
Pay
we could
bonus
probably
credits
lose.
for taking on higher
Zumba.
skill Drivatars. Turn up the difficulty to
No,
increase
I
your
don't want
Wow,
to do
that's a lot of
difficulty.
percentages.
So
Unbeatable, that sounds like me.
what would you describe yourself as? Unbeatable?
Highly skilled, I would say.
If you go for inexperienced, that seems to...
Inexperienced is less pejorative than some of them.
Right, so that's loaded some other rubbish drivers to race against.
Other rubbish drivers.
And let's set your thing to not veteran, the other one.
Highly skilled.
Easy.
Oh.
Right, so you've got full suggested line, assisted braking, assisted steering, traction and stability control, automatic shifting and cosmetic damage. I suspect this might be overkill,
Okay.
but let's see how you go.
We'll see,
Get on.
you know.
Here we go, Andy's taking the wheel. I'm taking the comments.
Is it right trigger?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
The go pedal is the right trigger.
I was driving earlier in Dead Rising, so you know. I have been driving today. I do most of my driving in Grand Theft Auto.
Ah, fair enough. Got like a Ford GT40 beside you there. Oh, a bit of a power slide.
Yeah. Get off the road. Oh my god, oversteered. Right.
Yeah, so you've got an Aston in front of you. You're doing pretty well. Second place. That was
Smash!
a...
Get off the track, man. This is for fast guys like me.
Avoid Jane's Drivatar online.
It's gonna be
Would
aggressive.
be my advice.
It's going to be aggressive.
To punt you off at the first corner.
See, that was good driving. He's way behind me.
Comments and critiques on
Can I honk the horn?
Andy's driving.
Can I honk the horn? Is there a horn button?
I don't think it's got a horn
What?
button. Yeah, maybe that's
That's like
the
the
one
first
thing
thing
left
you
to
should put in.
simulate. Like, you know, you're asking whether there was anything left to simulate.
Yeah, musical horns.
I think if it was on the left stick, you'd end up clicking it the whole time.
I don't like this slowing down into corners.
Yeah, so that's the assisted braking and assisted acceleration. So this is basically kiddie mode.
Yeah.
And
That's
you
good.
can kind of scale it back to your level of... You're trying to break free of the
Yeah.
the assist. But you can go in and kind of scale it back to the point where you're comfortable and you feel like you can win races.
Yeah.
But if you want full interference mode, you can switch it to easy. And you're doing a pretty good job here.
Yeah. Gonna smash some records. Oh no. Turn. Oh, big turning circle.
Took out the cones, and you're on the grass now.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Got it.
I see they've
Corrected.
accurately simulated the weather in England.
Yeah, that's nice. Makes me feel at home.
Baleful sky.
Yeah. You've been
Can you get
Silverstone.
into a pile-up and crash all the cars? Yes.
I did try.
Yeah, you can launch cars over other cars.
What?
I've managed.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I did it with one of the Audi prototypes.
Sweet. Is that shaped like a scoop or something? Turn. Turning.
Play for Andy.
Okay.
Good timing, John Blanchard. Good comic timing.
I'm doing all right. I know. I had to say it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, correct. Power slide.
Also, I reckon it's like 5 laps of this.
5?
I guess because we picked a shorter track, it gave us more laps.
Man, oh man.
But they're catching up to you. I think you're having many like small errors, and they're catching up.
You're having many small errors.
You're a small error.
Doing well. That was perfect around that corner. Right.
What are people saying on Twitter? The hands
Brake,
coming off the
brake,
wheel
brake,
seems
brake,
really
brake.
awkward when changing gears. Do you think you should patch that? Do you think they should
I
patch
can't
that?
do
Not
that
us.
corner.
Stratcast. Yes, maybe a different animation for the F1 style paddle shift. I don't know. It's not hugely important. It doesn't bother me enormously.
Bothers me
I'm
enormously.
I'm usually looking
I'm
down the
hugely
road.
bothered by it.
Right. Andy's hard line on these
I'm
things.
upset.
We've got Julia Hardy coming on fairly soon.
Yeah,
after
she'll be here
this.
soon.
If you know Julia
TV's
from
Julia Hardy.
SBTV Live and all that stuff, and she's been on various video game things. She's a bit of an expert.
She's coming on to play Zoo Tycoon with us.
She might stick around.
What's up after Forza? Let everyone know.
After Forza, I believe we've got a bit of Assassin's Creed.
Ah, cool.
I think at 4 p.m, which should be
Ah.
very soon. Actually,
No.
we'll probably
No.
be ending this fairly soon. Should we quit out of this and we'll do a bit of Bathurst? People have been asking for it.
So I think I acquitted myself pretty well there.
I think you were in the lead, right?
Yeah,
so
first,
good
and
work.
probably would have stayed there for the other 3 laps, so we can just assume that I won. Excellent.
I will let you have that one. I will let you have that. Let's call it a moral victory.
Yeah,
Right.
2,470th in the world.
I'm going to drive something terrifying around Bathurst.
Top 3,000.
So you're in the top 3,000?
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
that's right.
I was in the. Did you see when I was in the top 126?
Yeah, but I mean that was an easier track, wasn't it? So,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Less things to crash into. Right. Let's do this quickly because we are running somewhat short of time. Right. So
So I
how's
want to see what's so crazy about this Bathurst track that everyone goes on about.
It's mad. It's actually mad.
Pass me the iPad.
Yeah. Grab that. Right. Where are we? Mount Panorama. So it takes place at a lovely sort of 8 a.m. So it's got this kind of golden glow to it. So this is I'm renting James Hunt's McLaren.
Off James Hunt.
Off,
Isn't he dead?
He's dead. Yes.
Yeah.
R.I.P. But yeah. So this is one of the cars from Rush. It's very exciting. One of the most exciting cars you can drive in the game.
Was this before they brought in like safety features?
Pretty much, yeah. So they
So
sit
they're like
really
crazy
high in the
death
cockpit,
machines.
and it's like
Yeah.
giant flammable fuel tanks just behind them, and all sorts of stuff. So it's fairly mad. But
I've accidentally.
you've accidentally checked a video out.
Yeah. I've accidentally accessed the live stream.
Don't
That'd
do
be
that.
weird.
No one
Oh,
wants to
man.
access the live stream.
That would be weird.
Right, I'm turning this assist off. I'm going. Shall I go full sim? Not manual gears.
All right. Yeah.
Right, full sim, but I'm going to turn automatic gears on. Right. Simulation handling, this is going to be probably a big mess, I would say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the comments are pretty much just everyone saying how great I am. So just, I mean, don't check that. Don't verify
Okay,
that
I
information.
won't.
But
Oh god, wheel spin, wheel spin! So there you go, I used the impulse triggers to work out what was going on. I got a terrible start though, and
you're going sideways.
I am already.
Like you're going sideways.
I've been biffed off the track
Like you're hitting the
by
tire
that
wall.
guy. Right.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. Okay, so basically, this is a track on the side of a mountain. You blast all the way up to the mountain, then you've got this insane sort of roller coaster section, and then you blast all the way down again at top speed. So it's.
Well, that sounds fun. You are going pretty fast.
Yeah.
To be honest. That's good.
Yeah,
Good cornering.
good braking. This is where I should catch up a bit because they've got a ton of downforce. So it looks beautiful running at sort of 1080p
Yeah.
and 60 frames per second.
He's louder in this race.
He is, yeah, just up there. Not the real loud.
You're going to have an
obviously.
epic rivalry.
Oh god. What they should have done is got Nicky Lauda to create a Drivatar.
Oh, that would
have
be great.
been incredible.
And then you actually get to race
Yeah.
against Nick. Could they do that as DLC? You could just download famous race drivers.
Maybe. I
that
mean,
you
like
could race against.
apparently, like a lot of. Oh, I've got biffed again. Apparently, like guys like Stefan Sarazan, who's a Le Mans driver.
Yeah.
Big fan of Forza, like plays it a lot.
That would be amazing. So he records like a Drivatars, and then you can
So if
download
you can
and actually race against
If you
them.
can find out these guys' gamer tags, you'll be able to find them online.
I think they should definitely do that. That'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be cool. So this is that crazy sort of roller coaster section. It goes absolutely mad down here. Like, it's just sort of left and right and cars everywhere.
Yeah.
And people braking directly on the apex. I'm going to use the rewind button because that definitely wasn't my fault.
All right.
I'm claiming that as Banana. If I ever see you again, Banana.
Are you going to get kangaroos coming onto the track?
I don't think so. Maybe he's getting squeezed.
I think it was your fault, Mike, for driving too aggressively.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
You're crazy. You are driving like James Hunt.
Yeah, I'm
aggressively.
totally drunk as well, like he was all the time. There's really not a lot of places to overtake. This is what I was talking to Dan Greenawalt, the guy behind Forza, and he was warning me that there really are no places to overtake up at the top. And obviously, because of this car is not as powerful as like a modern supercar, I get dropped on the straight, which is the only place where I can overtake.
Actually, you do overtaking, yeah. Domo4 asks if we're going to play any other games. He just joined the stream. We are going to play plenty of other games. Yeah, if you're not into Forza, don't worry, we're not going to be playing for that much longer. We'll be moving on to something else,
so
stay tuned.
Very, very shortly, actually. Let's just end this. Oh, there's Nicky Lauda. We're making friends, like in real life. But loads of little details, like you can see the gloves and things, hands reflected in the cockpit view. So.
What about those mirrors as well?
Yeah, they're all
pretty good.
Pretty realistic. So really, when you're driving a car like this, you really need those impulse triggers to kind of keep a handle on slides like that, basically. So I'm 6th out of 8, and I'm feeling pretty good about that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's not last.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to rub it in, but I was first in the last race.
I know you were, yeah. I'm being outclassed on pretty much every level.
I mean, pretty much better position first than 6th.
This is sort of proof that you can kind of play the simulation handling on a controller if necessary, if you're mental enough.
Yeah.
And it does work just about.
I was going to say, don't say that until you've taken this corner, but yeah, it's good. You did it.
Look, I'm really catching these guys now. Out of the way! This is good. I want to finish this race now, just because it's become a matter of personal pride.
Pride.
Yeah. To prove I can actually get to the end of this.
This is good. 4th. You're into 4th. Good work. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm not talking much. I'm just kind of.
Well, I imagine it requires quite a lot of concentration.
Yeah. I'm sort of trying to focus on what this car's doing.
Yeah. How's it handling?
Oh, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love this car so much, and I'm just going to probably spend all my time playing with it and getting to the point where I can actually drive the damn thing.
Oh, he's hit the dipper.
Yeah, this is the bit where the guy was freaking out, and shouting around the dipper.
I would probably be freaking out at this point, I think.
Oh no, the dipper! I'm about to run into a Hennessy GT, is that?
Adam Diet says Andy was clearly a better drive.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
The crowd's turned against me.
Pretty much. Bunch of other people saying I'm great.
Has anyone commented on the fact that I don't think I've had any fatal accidents yet?
No.
Still time, right? I mean, we're very nearly at the end of the lap though. So we will be hitting Assassin's Creed very shortly.
Yeah.
Indeed, after a sort of another video from the outside Xbox archive.
Assassin's Creed is a game that does look
very
nice.
Incredible. Yeah, I can't wait for people to see it.
Yeah.
Can I get this guy on the final corner?
Do it.
Full power.
Do it.
Full power. Come on.
Personal
He's
safety out the window.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Banzai.
Nice.
Over the grass.
Yes.
Probably fine.
Accelerate.
Probably fine.
Do it. Yes. Come on.
I need to celebrate maybe afterwards.
Yeah, maybe.
After winning.
Maybe.
I thought the line was on it. There we go.
Right, you've done it.
On the podium.
Was that 3rd?
I think so.
Oh, good. You get some champagne and stuff.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good work.
And I have stuffed that priceless F1 car up good and proper. I love the way you can see all the scum and like bits of like rubber and stuff stuck to the chassis.
You really messed that up. Okay.
Have a quick look at the replay while we sort of finally sort of wrap up.
Those following the Chronicle of Jonah Bob's Xbox One,
Yeah.
it's arrived.
Hooray!
So good work.
Congratulations, Jonah Bob. All right, we are going to head to another video from the Outside Xbox archives, and we will be back with Assassin's Creed very shortly.